A basically new Lacrosse 330 triple slide here at Haylett RV just rolled in. And the first question anyone, logically, would have is, if it's so darn new, why'd they get rid of it? And it's kind of just one of those things I chalk up to grandparent guilt. They were super nice folks. Super nice folks. They took very good care of this. There's nothing wrong with it. But shortly after they bought this, the family started expanding. And they started looking down the line and went, you know, if we're going to have the kids over and their kids, this thing ain't going to work for us. So this is an amazing couples coach, but not the family camper that they started realizing they were actually going to want and need for their family that was growing like crazy. So they swapped her out for a big honkin' open range 427 5-slide outside kitchen bunkhouse fifth wheel. And they're still camping today. If you're watching this video, they may have seen it too. They're big YouTube fans. So appreciate you guys watching. And again, nothing wrong with this thing. It's in sharp shape. It's the RV equivalent of a 5,000-mile used car. Somebody used it, took a little depreciation, handed it back. That's all there is to it. These big 3/4 caps are really all the rage right now, and you really have prime time to thank for it. They're the first manufacturer that really made those things mainstream. Power awning, power tongue jack. The 3/4 cap gives us the ability to still have diamond plate down here. This is all true high gloss exterior, and I mean, obviously you've got a mirror-like finish on that. The baggage doors here are all magnetic, so they're just, you know, easy, truly one-hand operational. Obviously, I've only got the one hand to do it. Everything on this is push button. I mentioned power tongue jack. We've got power awning. We've got power stabilizers, enclosed heated underbelly. Excellent extended season RV. Did I mention 8,835 pounds? The mud dauber screens, unlike your furnace exhaust and your water heater, those are awesome little things for preventative maintenance. It keeps the critters from starting to build a nest in your like furnace flues and water heater flues and things. It's just another way to prevent a potential, you know, hazard or disaster. You can walk on the roof. That's why there's a ladder back here. By the way, if an RV doesn't have a rear ladder, that doesn't mean it doesn't have a walk-on roof. If you're following me, the inclusion of or no ladder has no bearing on how the roof is put together. It's an indicator. It's not a rule. Now, here's something where this is highly awesome and unique. This is a couples camper with a full outside kitchen. Usually you only tend to get these in bunkhouses. Now, more RVs are starting to be built like this, but it's a really hard thing to accomplish. There's only so many floor plans you can actually pull it off in. And I really love the stone facade they have on the front of this little outside kitchen space here. It's just a nice little earthy outdoors touch. All the hardware on everything appears to be in good shape. All the original factory electronics are present and accounted for. Big super slide windows right here around your dinette, so you can get lots of light. What I like is with these big atrium style windows right next to your door, you can always have an idea who's knocking on your door. Now, because these are privacy windows, you notice you can't really see in, but you know, you can see out. Someone's pretty much got to have their nose pressed against the glass to be able to see in here. Also, nice little touch, this is a 30-inch wide entry door, 4 inches wider than a normal camper door, so that's a handy little feature. I've got several battery boxes that I rotate through. Unfortunately, they're all without juice currently, so I do apologize if it's just a little dark in here. So as we go through, you're going to see solid surface countertops through your living space, very nicely dressed. We've got a full 12 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. Now, to accomplish that, they have to have a taller slide out. To have a taller slide out, you have to have a taller interior. This has an 81-inch, aka 6'9" foot interior. That's a big cascade effect. Having a 3-inch taller ceiling doesn't sound like much, but without it, you wouldn't get the bigger fridges, you wouldn't get the taller slides, the extra headroom in the showers that this one has. This is very much a fifth wheel floor plan and a flat deck travel trailer. Now, these are not jet black as they're appearing on the video. They are definitely very rich dark brown chocolate. You can kind of see it come through a little bit there. Again, I just have poor lighting right now between the weather and lack of battery power. But we've got great windows back here. The theater seat sits opposed to your entertainment center. Remember, behind that, there's an outside kitchen, so this isn't wasted space. The entertainment center, the TV can pivot out to face the rear hide-a-bed back here, and I like that there's stands on both sides of that bed, and they do have power outlets for like devices. And the way that they have this dressed and trimmed, like all the window treatments and everything, again, very fifth wheel in nature, but in a flat deck travel trailer, which is very, very handy and slick. Again, like I said, all original factory electronics are present and accounted for. Everything looks to be in good shape. We have this super slide across from the kitchen slash theater super slide that we were just looking at. And that's what gives us this big, giant living space. And I love those big windows overlooking that freestanding table. Again, you get great visibility in here. Island kitchen with the dual super slides. You have the room for that without eating up all your living space. And it gives you all that extra kitchen countertop and prep space you want. There are outlets on this thing, so you have, you know, perfect little hookups and whatnot to be able to run, I don't know, griddles. I call that griddle country. We've got great storage going on down here too. There's 4 big full extension drawers right there. We've got storage below the sink, all kinds of storage everywhere. Not to mention, extra storage drawer below the oven, beside over here. Big open shelves or countertop space over here for appliances as well. And this in the RV world is what we call a big honkin' pantry. This is a big old pantry here. Let me shed some light on the situation. We can make that happen. There you go. So kind of move that around to let you see the shadow and scope and scale in there. This is very large and deep. And I do really like how they made some of it taller, some of it smaller. There's a... People are going to ask, what's this dead panel right here? That's probably going to be something like an access panel to, say, like your winterization bypass. The bathroom, I like its position right across from the entry door. Walk in the door, boom, bathroom, walk back out. You're not going to track dirt and stuff through your RV all over the place. We have a nicer porcelain foot flush stool. This is a very well-appointed trailer. When Lacrosse first came out from Primetime, they kind of confused me, and I think they had a couple conflicting design ideas initially. They had some things like high gloss skin, but then instead of doors, they would have curtains in certain places, and it really threw me off. And I think in the recent last year or two, they've got them pretty dialed in. They're very nicely equipped, which, remember, by the way, I mentioned earlier, we got a taller shower up here, so you can actually stand in that. Though I don't have the lights turned on currently, these are all LED lights, by the way, so it will light up nicely in here. Bathroom, you may have noticed, was dual entry, so you can get to it directly from the bedroom, or you can get to it from the hallway where we just were. That is a true queen, by the way. That is a true 70 by 80 queen. You can see the previous owners put an extra big thick pad on there as well. We've got a big, again, fifth wheel style features in a travel trailer. Big front wall-to-wall wardrobe. You can see the original bedding even up there. The overhead cabinet here with little TV space below. And all that additional dresser space down here. You can keep this thing really loaded with cargo. It's a nice floor plan. You know, it's not so heavy that you can't tow it. It's probably going to be a little much for most half tons. Maybe not, you know, it depends on your truck's capacity and what kind of terrain and distance you're going to tow through. But it's a very nice floor plan if you just want to have it like at a park or a seasonal site somewhere. It's a great model for things like that. So give us a call, learn a little bit more. They don't come much newer or cleaner on a used market than this one. This is in very, very fine shape. And again, I love that. I love anytime the entertainment centers. Oh, these are nice chairs. I shouldn't have sat down right here. So give us a call, learn a little bit more. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.